What's up, guys? Welcome back to TGK TV, and I am finally making a Cowboys video that I have not made in quite some time, and the topic, of course, is Dak Prescott. So let's get straight to it. Let's not play around with the topic. Let's go. You know what? I think Dak Prescott should get paid, bro. Like, big time money. Really? Like, bro, just don't even talk, bro. Like, just shut up. Alright, guys. So, I'm gonna come clean. I have a confession to make when it comes to me and the channel that I've been making, as far as making videos on the Cowboys. I am a Cowboys fan. For those that think I actually hate the team for some reason, I do not hate the team. I wouldn't travel to freaking LA if I hated the team. It's crazy. They stupid. Anyway, second, I don't hate Dak Prescott. As a matter of fact, I've been coming around to Dak Prescott. Now, if you're new to this channel, know that I make a plethora of types of videos. I make Dallas Cowboy videos, hip hop videos, shoe review videos, vlogs, talk about the Dallas Mavericks, talk about anything that I find intriguing in general. So what you're getting, as far as what you're getting on my channel, it's just my personal things that I have interest in, the Dallas Cowboys being one of them. And I think for a long time, a lot of people have considered me a Dak hater, which in the scheme of things, I'm not. As a matter of fact, I am a fair, constructive criticism person. I'm not a homer, okay? I'm not a homer when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys. I like to have a real, genuine thought and not necessarily always see like you objective, the half glass full mentality. I like to have a realistic perspective on the team. That being said, I am saying that I've come around on Dak Prescott. Reason being, initially I was thinking Dak should get $18 to $22 million per year. That was before I understood the cap, how the market is, you know, gets inflated with who gets the money and how much they get paid. And, you know, you got to understand the game of all that, right? I'm over here thinking what is a fair amount for the play that I've seen, what I consider the play that I've seen. But when you look at the market, and just like anything in general, if you're going to apply for a job, which is really, really tough to compare. I hate using that comparison, but if I'm going to apply somewhere and I know this job market pays this much for it, I'm not going to try to lowball myself. You obviously want to aim for the medium or the higher amount. With that being said, a lot of the stuff is politics. A lot of the stuff is you got to compare where the quarterback market is at. And trust me, I'm very hard-headed to get over that mindset, because I hate the fact that we have to think in that way. Like, why can't we just pay on the play and not pay based on the market? So if someone sucks and they get $40 million a year, then that means if Dak is above that person, Dak should get 45 to 50 million. It's just how it works. Don't blame me. I'm just the messenger, right? So here's where I came around on Dak Prescott. I've done some research and I've come to a conclusion that Dak is a solid, very good quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. However, the only gripe that I really have at this point is that his inconsistency with the long ball. When it comes to man-on-man coverage, throwing it a deep distance, Dak has had glimpses of being really brilliant when it comes to throwing the long ball. I mean, I could point out certain aspects of certain plays. For example, the play where Ezekiel Elliott against the Lions, I think it was like third down, fourth down play. Dak threw it pretty deep. It wasn't that deep, like it's far, but it was a good throw right over the shoulder on the right hand. So it was perfect throw, right? The playoff game against the Rams, where he threw it to Michael Gallup on the left side. He was rolling left, had to contort his body through it perfectly, beautiful, right? And I think also he had an amazing play against the Texans, but I don't think it was thrown to a specific person. He kind of just threw it up there and it got caught. Dak has made great plays. He's very clutch. And like I always say, he's inconsistently consistent, but consistently clutch. And the inconsistent part of him comes when there is man coverage and he is forced to throw a deep ball. It's not always accurate, or for the most part, is more inaccurate than it is accurate. And really that is where I'm able to kind of hone in my criticism of Dak Prescott. And if that's my only criticism, then I have to come to the realization that not every single quarterback is accurate with the deep ball. I feel like I have to readjust the perception that Dak Prescott just isn't accurate when that's inaccurate. As a matter of fact, he's actually accurate. So by judging by the stats, and if you want to get on the next gen analytics or go to any other source, the guy knows how to play football. First and foremost, he can play football. Initially, reading defenses, whatever the case may be. Let me get to my point. I don't want to get into a whole tangent here. The point is, I think Dak actually deserves to get paid. Now, not the 18 to 22 million, but based on the ideology of where you have to compare the market to him. And I don't think Dak should get paid less than Wentz or that much more than Wentz. But honestly, I have a perspective of where we should pay Dak Prescott a high amount as far as front loading his contract. I think we should pay him above what we fear for him to get paid. I think a lot of people would be okay with 30, but his agent wants 34. I say go 38, 40 million the first year.
40 million?
The only reason I say that is because year 2, year 3, year 4 could be a little cheaper than year 1. And it gives you a little bit more flexibility with that extra income that comes in those next couple of years. I'm only saying that for that perspective as far as what's best for the team. If we're going to pay him in the 30 range, let's overpay him for that first year. And then the years following that, his cap hit could be less and less and less. And we can have more flexibility to maintain the team that we have right now moving forward. So, yes, I have come around on the whole Dak Prescott train. I actually like Dak Prescott a lot as a person. I relate very much to him, and I have a soft spot for him losing his mom to cancer because I have the same experience, right? Now, the only time I've ever criticized Dak is only on the play on the field. That is the only time I would ever criticize that man, and I really hate talking about his money. But since it is a topic of discussion, it is the Dallas Cowboys, I'm going to talk on it, right? And to me, I think Dak Prescott should get paid. I think he should get a front-loaded contract where the cap hit is less and less the following years for us to be able to maintain the team that we have currently to give us more flexibility. That is really all that I'm going to say. I'm not going to keep you here any longer. I really want to see what you have in the comments. As you know, I engage with every single person that leaves a comment, and there's no hate for me. This season, it's going to be all positivity. We're going to try to stay on the right track as far as avoiding the negative talk. But if the Cowboys do play bad, guarantee that I will have something negative to say. Anyway, it's been your boy TGK. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.